Who is the greatest Premier League player of all time?
For me, Dennis Bergkamp,
Oh, ooh,
without a shadow of a doubt.
okay. And tell us why.
Because I'm heavily biased, because it couldn't be anyone other than an Arsenal player.
Okay, first.
So that's the first thing, because I've always said I am an Arsenal fan, not a football fan.
Well, if that's the case, then I can tell you 5 players that are better than Bergkamp. Ronaldo, Giggs, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, and you pick and choose Rio Ferdinand. Here we go.
Yeah, and I could keep on naming Man United players that are better than Bergkamp, but they're better at cheating. And Van Nistelrooy would be top of that list.
Oh, listen, you're going to have to ask Martin Keown about that. Because
That is my favourite one. Well, say not my favourite, but probably one of my favourite pictures of all time.
But let's stick to the Dennis Bergkamp.
Go on then.
For me, I'm very happy that you said somebody like Dennis Bergkamp, because apparently his technique was outstanding. He was a player that a lot of players looked up to and learnt from. What else could you say about Dennis Bergkamp that people don't know about him?
Okay. You could call it dirty, but I would call it hard. It was a very hard player. You get certain types of players, like Ozil, for instance, who I wasn't a big fan of. Technique-wise, skill-wise, he was blessed. Unbelievable. But he just wasn't effective. And the reason he wasn't effective was because he never put the effort in. He was a lazy player. And you can have all the skill in the world, and if you don't put it in, you're not effective in the game.
Okay, and would you say with Bergkamp, he really...
With Bergkamp, he had a bit of everything.
Okay.
He had some physicality to him.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't a small guy. He had amazing skill levels. He had vision, and he didn't mind putting it in. So if a defender came into the back of him, he'd do the same to him.
Okay, no.
You know, a few minutes later in the game.
What I want to do is, I want to leave it to the general public. So leave a comment below who you think is the greatest Premier League player of all time. My guy Julius has said...
So the choices are Dennis Bergkamp or Thierry Henry. Those are your only choices.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No. Or potentially Ian Wright or Patrick Vieira. So choose between one of those, or Tony Adams.
You heard him best. You heard him.